Okay then, Scott, so we look at these sort of techniques now that we were using before here on the right hand side. As we can see, the body now aiming a long way left. That was kind of your target line. I was kind of 90 degrees to you, facing where you wanted to go, and you can see yourself aiming way left. Ball position there's going to be a long way forward, and your path now coming across the golf ball is going to be very sort of deflective, not as powerful, and the leaning back you had kind of took a lot of energy off the shot. So invariably you're hitting the sand way behind the golf ball. Club was then coming out of the sand early and you were thinning across the green. Or if you managed to get into sand very steeply because of that angle of attack, you would just dunce the golf ball sort of 3 or 4 foot in front of you and just wouldn't get out of the bunker. Okay, so from a much more square on position, as you can see here now, we're going to favour that left side now with the weight. And the feeling is now is just trying to sort of drive the sand towards target. Focus on actually what the club is doing with the sand, so the weight staying forward, okay, moving onto that left side, keeping it there. We can enter the sand anywhere from sort of like 3, 4, 5, say 6 inches behind the golf ball, as long as the angle of attack now is fairly shallow in this direction, not coming from sort of this way, from a very steep angle and sort of chopping across. Gives you much more efficiency. A strike ball is going to go a bit further with a lot less effort. As I said, the club face wants to be slightly open, not way open as you had before. You can see on the right hand one here now, relative to your body, that club is very, very in the leading edge, is kind of there, and your feet are over there. So that golf club now is a good sort of almost 45 degrees open. So you're leading a lot there with the hosel, which unfortunately can lend itself to some of those sort of like shanky type shots you had where you're actually hitting the golf ball with the hosel, taking sand, but just the ball was contacting the metal part of the shaft that wasn't actually in the sand itself. So we can get yourself squared up, get yourself around a bit more to target, so you're lining up more to where you want to go. See on the left hand one here now going towards target. If you actually look at the left hand swing here now, you can see as the club goes back, kind of a nice sort of takeaway, working down your target line, club entering the sand there, ball now going towards target, and we can sort of keep moving the body to that left side. I think on occasions you felt a little bit of that lean back, and when you did that the ball wouldn't come out quite so far, but at least you were aware of that fault when you did it. So part of the battle, obviously making an adjustment, is identifying the feeling when it is wrong and then being able to adjust to that when you need to make the more sort of successful shot. So wide stance, as we said, wiggle the feet in, keep that weight on that front foot the whole time, and we're trying to drive the sand. Focus on what the sand does, because that's what's going to happen with the golf ball. The ball's going to come out on a cushion of sand onto the green. If we focus on the ball, we'll start then trying to chop across it and then lean back to try and lift that ball out of the bunker. So hope that all makes sense. Any questions, obviously give me a shout, and I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers, Scott.